Inc. put together this art exhibit entitled What She Longed to Tell to commemorate the lives of women of color through art and music. We felt inspired to do this exhibit because we had a deep connection to Dr. Tricia Rose's book, Longing to Tell. And we wanted to search for artists to depict images of women of color in a positive way, and to bring those artists together to connect and bring people out in the community to not only enjoy the artwork, but also to discuss some of the issues that impact the lives of women of color in today's society.
Hi, we're here with Deb Marcano. Hi, Deb, how are you? I love what you're exhibiting today. Tell us a little bit about the series. Is there a name for it? Is there a theme? Is there a title?
The series is called Lalibela Living, and all the photos were shot in Lalibela, Ethiopia.
How long have you been traveling back and forth to Ethiopia?
My first trip there was in 1998 with the group, and I met a family and I stayed in touch with them. And so,
One family that we're
well,
watching.
this is the people in the village. I shot the village so that my friends here could see what life was like.
And I noticed there's a theme of poverty within the series here. What is attracting, what inspires you, or what has attracted you to illustrate that level of poverty?
It's actually the opposite, in that the life there is poverty. You have to live whatever your circumstances are. So it's not that I'm highlighting the poverty. I'm showing that, despite whatever their financial circumstances are, this is how they live. And a lot of people don't really realize that lots of people all over the world, it's not poverty for them, that's their reality.
Hi, Kini. So we really appreciate the fact that you shared your art with us tonight. What would you say was your foremost inspiration for the pieces that you showed us tonight?
Well, I'm just always fascinated with form, color, and texture. And the circle is such an ancient symbol of unity, symbol of the cyclical nature of life and the womb. So I'm always exploring circles and lines and colors to pull it together. And I just really loved how the two pieces came together as sort of mirror images of each other, one with the darker colors and one with the lighter colors.
Hi, Happiness. I love your name, as we've already spoken about.
Thank you.
And I found it very interesting that you felt that your major inspiration was your experience as a woman. And in light of Women's History Month, what can you say that you feel, were there particular events that shaped you, or just your place in the world that kind of affected you the most?
There's no I can't single out any particular events, but what I meant was growing up in Africa. I'm sure a lot of people know how most of the African culture is shaped towards women. Like women are the lesser being. And it does affect women when it comes to their position in the family. Like when you have the male child and the female child, you give more preference to the male child. And in a family where you have maybe less resources, like it is very common to find that all efforts are channeled towards seeing the male child succeed in life, while the female child is left in the background. So having come from such a background and knowing that I wanted to succeed in life, I've always have to put in extra effort as a woman to succeed in whatever I want to do. So that's what I meant in that with that statement.
I admire that deeply, and I believe that this is the case in not just in Africa, but also in Asia and Latin America. And, these are things that we as women of color need to be aware of and try to help our sisters in this consciousness. What did you feel about tonight's event?
Oh, I thought it was great. It was great to have a whole collaboration and celebration of Black women, and that all of the artists were women. So that was really exciting and a nice thing to see.
Great. And are you comfortable with sharing some of the most innermost parts of who you are as an individual through your art?
Oh, definitely. With my artistry, I'm coming from being a makeup artist. My background is in fine arts, and so with that, when I work with each person, each face is a fresh canvas for me. And instead of just doing the same thing on each person, I look to see what each person's beauty and strengths is and bring that out. So maybe someone may have beautiful eyes and someone may not necessarily notice that. But after I'm done with it, to really bring out whatever their features are, just to make it the most beautiful that people would normally notice.
That's so great because it's on such a visceral level. We see ourselves in the mirror and we can react to that immediately. Well, thank you again for being here tonight.
Thank you so much.
So just to give you a recap of the night and how we put the exhibit together, we did a search for artists from throughout the country, and we got several responses back. We selected 8 artists, 7 from the New York City area and 1 artist from the Bahamas. This was the first time that we used an international artist, and although she wasn't able to physically be present at the exhibit, we were able to connect her to our audience via Skype. That's the amazing thing about technology, is that we were able to hook up the laptop to the monitors and have her sketch live for our audience on Skype.
Yes, but it is beautiful here in the Bahamas, and this piece that I'm working on, I was inspired by this photo that I saw in this book called People of Africa. And it's this beautiful black woman with a low haircut, and I gave her these earrings and the dress, the design on the dress, it has a Sankofa, it has a symbol on it that means love and harmony. And when the lady, I didn't see when she was singing, but the first lady who sang, I mean, she just inspired me, and I started to paint a little baby wrapped on the woman's back. So as I progress and more female artists inspire me, the people just evolve.
That was one of the major highlights of this year's event. We also had 2 musical performances, one by a singer and songwriter from the Brooklyn community. Her name is Keita P. And then we had a dance performance and tribute to Lauryn Hill by Fatima Friday from Free Lave Soul, which is a non-profit organization in the Brooklyn community.
I have to tell you, I got goosebumps.
Oh, awesome.
And I want to know, are you selling your music? Because
Not yet. I'm working right now on an EP with these phenomenal guitarists called Broadbelt. And we're working on that right now actively, and we should have something like 5 songs to release in the summer. And that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm just working on my skill as a guitarist because I'm actually pretty new at working with the guitar.
wow, it doesn't seem that way, and I can tell by the reaction of the audience here tonight that they were very touched and moved by the experience of listening to your singing and your playing.
Oh, awesome. It just means a lot to me, like, to just be well received, because I put a lot into this, like, a lot. And this is what I really do with my life. So as long as it's not hurting anybody and people are getting and experiencing something that moves them, that's all I really want.
Well, thank you for joining us here tonight and showcasing your art with SAVAE.
Thank you so much for having me.
What could you explain to us a little bit about your thought process behind choosing photography as your medium?
I mean, it all started when I was 12. My mom bought me a Polaroid camera when we went on to a family trip to Walt Disney World. And I've always been I'm a very visual person, and I went to school for film. And so I feel like photography and film kind of coincide because they're both like dealing with just grabbing things in the natural. I just want to capture things that I see. So that's basically what it is.
Well, I wish you much continued success, and I'm very excited to see more of your work out there, way to express. How do you feel about the event tonight? Are you glad you came?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely glad that we came out to it. I felt like it was a really cool experience, and I like a lot of the art that I saw from other people and some of the dancing that I saw from people. So, yeah, I've definitely had a good time.
It was a really fun multimedia experience, like all the things going on all around. Like a lot of art openings are just like, you know, a bunch of people in a room. It was neat how like there's so much interaction going on here.
Yeah, I did a lot, especially because it's Women's History Month. So I think it's a really great time to bring women in the arts together. So yeah.
Well, thank you all for your input and your perspectives and for being here tonight.
I was proud that we were able to put this exhibit together because we not only provided a space for people to connect and reflect on some of the issues that women of color deal with in today's society, but we also provided a space for people to look at positive images of women of color. And that's what my organization is about, and that's what we are going to continue to do, is use art as a tool for people to discuss some of the issues that affect our community.